Spain national team, no, of course, national teams need now international break. Na omo game echna against Bulgaria. Now after that, omo Turkey. Pedri Adagula omebo. It tells you say 2 games omebo in this very international break, you know, it looking very exciting. Now a lot of conversations and so the dominating headlines, you know, has to do with Pedri. Now, Pedri akoka maybe or justify or Real Madrid. Real Madrid for amfano. Almost omiti standard, no.
Pedri.
Now, or say, in fact, he felt very frustrated and he was surprised. And then this is the story, and I take you over the headlines and every single thing because the banter between Madrid and Barcelona.
Yes.
Barcelona fans they jubilate. So mumanya Pedri. Now Madrid moment Now Madrid fans and also defend you on my point. Now this is what happened. First of all, it is not the first time a Pedri can't same way. In 2022 he said it. In 2020 he repeated. So it is only because this time round Madrid looks like a team that is suffering in the hands of Barcelona in quote. Pedri let's say the protagonist in our midfield no. And what it means in this Emma will be realize and you think Madrid for Pedri and the way I recent Pedri at Madrid no. And Casano mani na ye you get it. So in a way no it is trying to look like Madrid made a mistake.
Okay.
But it is deeper than that. Now let me explain everything that happened. First, that was in 2018. Now Pedri was 15 years. Pedri was born in around 2002. Okay. Now, it was February 5th, na a Monday, and obeshe the preseason. That's not about Juventus. It was a one Canary Island, Las Palmas area one year one. And the Juventus on a free call Las Palmas after so bon crown team Tangista. Now, Juventus on Uncle who say I'm pony born a lot of scouts eba no. And no more na just say no, I'm for don't baby. And Madrid offered him a trial because Madrid phone so te say a brand sending him born ball. No more than a buy. Now, more than a buy, you know. Now, your winter. It was February. And it's snow toy. The very day now, next year training, that was Monday, February 5th, 2018. Now, a man training. Now, on Tuesday, in that chilly weather, snow net to tongue getting no. And no more imagine say, I saw more try the justify players, you know. So Pedri couldn't deliver. Said the Madrid for the you know.
Okay.
And circumstances they are allowed. First, Monday now no expected to train no snow toy. 2, the following day cry say pitch in your because they were forced to train. Why? The following Wednesday, na Madrid and Quadrano La Fabrica no.
Yes.
Omo match.
Okay.
And the moment to be moment and there's some more training firm. And they said when Madrid for who the best in Pedri. There could be a lot of factors in nature. Now, the following Wednesday omo training here omo bo match and Pedri amobi na team nankasa. Then on Thursday they train again. After Thursday no na Madrid for no pass a verdict say na nkra na omo ba ye na dey just omo call na next time omo aba. So it means that yes ampa Pedri coin. Now to Pedri o say ye na ya he was really frustrated because oba ye no and then the refueling the energy. Emma na ye na dwe say obayire ne ho abobo no. A microphone will say yes, he's that good talent. Now, in 2018 now, Oko Juventus hono, and now Las Palmas offered the opportunity. Now, almost signed to the junior team. Now, the reason why you shouldn't blame Madrid that much, and I say, at the time, Madrid who future no because Madrid were in the moment of excellence. In 2018, now Madrid had 2017 Champions League, 2016. Now in that 2018 February, they were in the semi-finals thereabout. And he said, main team no more build the junior team no. If the main team is performing to this very level, so we are crying about junior team no crying. A bad so I'm accept to say in future I bet me read the main team. At the time that Madrid in the attack had BBC, Pedri bebo midfield. In the midfield had Casemiro, who until recent time and as a subsequent years, you will be free one. No future, no wide. So be free. Tony Cruz, Obia knew that at the time he was around 29, 30. Obia knew that so be free any moment from now. You get it. And then Luka Modric. Look at the Madrid midfield. No, try no. And now you don't measure that standard, that level. No say, we bet be run within the near future. And when it comes to scouting, where you more follow football in the better, there are a whole lot of factors that comes into play. And the scouts in him say missing out talent during justify inevitable. Player be better, but the talent in here is so great. Justify on for it happens a lot of times. Yeah. Player do on crana. Later say catch us about justify. Rebe fi say baby.
Yes.
Sana justify. Sana scouting here. There are lot of times. Teams be nanka basa be Chelsea be Declan Rice. Nanka Mbappe ko justify ko man fa no. Ko be Jamal Musiala. Nah. Justify is like that. Until play grow and football and 1 year can change a lot. Pedri now say a refueling the energy. Now last Palmas offered him the opportunity. What I say? Yes, he couldn't fit for Madrid La Fabrica, but offered in for Las Palmas. Ebi ampa oba Madrid can't went to Mamo. What I say? And Pedri's style of play, no. So the Real Madrid are still a nye Xabi Alonso. Ancelotti's Madrid on for Pedri. And I knew.
Yes.
Good. So at the time it was Zidane. Zidane so Madrid, it was completely different from the way of pen the midfielder. So sometimes profile comes into play. This current Madrid, the Pedri will fit well because that creativity, and no be and Xabi Alonso person or the free other gula mubaro. So say yeah, Xabi Alonso are different. But certain coaches at the time, no so no. Kofi, the kind of midfielders the profile no open are completely different. You get it?
Yeah.
At that midfield now almost say in future na her cry. So far Pedri ko onya bi mo. Fede Valverde was playing as a winger. He was even coming from bench. What I say?
Yeah.
That should tell you at the time, not said the Madrid team net here. Now, the reason why I repeat, I say Pedri can say in 2020 or repeat it in 2022. Only you need attention.
Yeah.
Only you attention. Because the recent Clasico games, Barcelona could keep Madrid.
Oh, okay.
Now in 2022, Madrid had won the Champions League again. Into a man for Ukraine, they feel like they lost nothing. What I say, they went on to achieve. And they won't generate, they won't make news. Barcelona, from Las Palmas. Omoto no. Oman fana mabasa o. Omo man 1 year or Las Palmas can. Yes.
Okay.
And the years no here development to a certain level. Again, Barcelona team because Barcelona team circumstances are different. What I say? Where the development age, don't judge him now. Say, oh, Nibolia over you na no ball.
Yes.
And that always no. At the time he was young. Now, Barcelona man stay a year more. At the time Abasaka saw him, that was in 2020. Still about Madrid and Kobe. Madrid had a moment for the good. And then at the time Barcelona generation, Mayfield no be free. And Barcelona were struggling financial issues. Then you might be crippled in. Into a some crana or more form of the opportunity. And at the time Barcelona man crown on the best team. Madrid situation in a completely different. In 2022 now you can. Now where Madrid team no budget Champions League no. Her performance now no more than no. And he said no, I can't say crana. Nobody will appreciate it. Now, last 2 years, season before last season, somebody share Barcelona home, away, home away from home. Last season, Barcelona and somebody share Madrid home away from home. It is the only reason why this is a news. Yes, I know man missing out talent. See, baby, now if teams in catch your players or more opportunity, Messi anko Arsenal.
Yes.
No. Sometimes I know we know for the banter and the politics, but I think circumstances now more one fan. No, I mean it's deeper than you may think. What I say? That is it. No. Let me amount so Eddie because a lot of players in the Casa of Spanish national team. Now he spoke about the Ballon d'Or first. Let me say Ballon d'Or there. Player be happy. Player be obeying who's on pretend or boy. Every single player, and he believes. So at 18, now you're born the for Ballon d'Or as one of the main candidates to win it. It's something that of value so much. Of course, maybe they have always rooted for him because season under review, the mele bobo and Lamia man come and say, one more one say no, trophies no J and they make a difference. Season under review, the mele bobo and say Rafinha, and even in the Lamia man and Rafinha comparison, I root for Lamine. And the make what they may expect to say Ballon d'Or non Kalami Yaman Punebeje. I've always maintained that stance. Now, Lamine has said no can say or say even or come others. Next one no cry no nim so here pa. So it means that the Ballon d'Or conversation, like me a man him say he needs it. Now, young friend on Twitter, and will be determined by the voters. Again, he spoke about the ambitions. And they said, one, so about the Ballon d'Or, no, any ambition. Two, winning the Champions League. Now, and not the main thing. No. You see, Barcelona, our team no looking very promising. Now, we will only appreciate this Barcelona team if they are able to win the Champions League. So, for Marco saying 11 years without winning the Champions League. Now, Barcelona was standard. Barca a team back one year pa in this modern era. In fact, 21st century, Barca. Madrid no ji omudi tetetetetenia de Barcelona were nowhere to be fine. What I say? But from 92 ever no, and Barcelona chire yen say almost waba. Now, that era, winning the Champions League, no, ebe a part of Barcelona. And they will appreciate every generation. Say generation need grace with the Champions League. Imagine, say can name a meboa momanye 2015 Champions League na. Come back as upon the name of Babe ye nyina no. Barcelona team no man ye. Regardless, Rakitic is being mentioned consistently because the impact. It was 2015 Barca winning Champions League was just great. Winning the league, you know, is just a normal achievement. Oh, Madrid Barcelona nyina. And I'm looking at the Barcelona generation. They say, so last season, boy, no boy, come on, it would have been easy for them. Now this is putting a lot of pressure on the boys because the entire OBA measure Barcelona last season, this season is a Barca last season they were close to the Champions League, and if they don't take care, last season baby, omo get it to now this season omo nduru. On say make start here. Now man for the dimatem. So I didn't America say Barcelona board this season and say last season. Now unim say any person omo di na tempa. Barca coach na. Unim say coincidentally he's been consistent every single time Amaka the same thing a coach in after every match they are. He's never satisfied with one of the matches in training so far. And he said, I'm complaining about the way Barca plays. Hansi Flick, match day 1 he complained, match day 2 he complained, match day 3 he complained. Because so will be on Barca last season. Now show me from an analytical point. Now attach emotions. Now so be honest. You will say the things that I said. And again, it is not about matches, not about in America, but it's about the future. Because the one building team here, it will expose you at the crucial stage. Now, Barca will get to a level if they don't take care. It will come to a time up. Champions League pressure, not let me Lucy. Say by force, you need to win it, you need to win it. Because I want to hear mistakes. No? What I say? Now the pressure is dawning on Madrid, Barcelona. Madrid G be 3 years about 2022 yeah. But Barcelona 11 years. It is all Champions League and the pressure no was low. You get it? And every mistake is costly. Every season obe existe no. Kofi obe existe no. Champions League ni years now or DG ne widen. Barca na politically a more club no. Ebe laughing stock nko for the sere already from 10 years 11 years mewa. So Barca the pressure becomes huge. Now I think that with Hansi Flick, there is that hope. So I'm betting me aje. But it is becoming difficult if they don't change. Now, for the national team there, I think currently they are the most informed national team. I used to root for Argentina. But it looks as if say the Argentina crop of generation, a move kakra, and then individual players in form and so but the Spanish national team, it keeps growing and growing and growing. So more ambition, Lamin after Euros, they say, more Juma partners or Meko World Cup na koje. With that, I have that hope. No, Kradani Kavaha added that. Say onon super say Omoje Champions League, Madrid Champions League for the 7th, or J Champions League or 7. No Omoje World Cup or be retired. That is it for the national team. I think that the next World Cup Spain is a favorite. Because one no more and Omoje Euros no. So form now Omoje Nations League no. And they've shown said they just don't play, they dominate. Till I'm saying Bulgaria for now. What I say? Now, where over the crop of generation, the talents in there, the noise in your national team call up. And also a lot about Madrid and Lamine Yamal. When you talk of these young guys, young lads, the performance are Kofi or more than a year. The Spanish national team, Kofi, they are very strong. And the winning something, say the Wadi Kaji Euros for the national team, Wadi Nations League, he may be able to win the World Cup. The same Mbappe history there, but Champions League, You get it? That is where they should be working